afternoon. My name is Rodrigo Estrada, and my partner is Valeria Romo. And now, about Mexican author Carlos Fuentes' death at 83, and my partner
is Valeria.
The Mexican author Carlos Fuentes has died age 83. Fuentes was one of the most prolific Latin American writers now, equally for his fiction and his essays on politics and culture. His most famous works were the Death of Artemio Cruz and the Old Gringo. He was associated with the Latin American boom, a literary movement made up of many young authors whose political critical works were with the established tradition. The Mexican author Carlos Fuentes has died age 83. Fuentes was one of the most prolific Latin American writers now, equally for his fiction and his essays on politics and culture. His most famous works were the Death of Artemio Cruz and the Old Gringo. He was associated with the Latin American boom, a literary movement made up of many young authors whose political critical works were with the established tradition. Mexican, in many of his works, he drew on historical events. His narrative, like that of his contemporaries of the Latin American boom, was really linear, instead relying on flashback and changing perspectives. Among English language critics, he was arguably best known for his novel The Old Gringo, which was made into a film starring Gregory Peck in 1989. The novel was inspired by the real-life disappearance of American journalist Ambrose Bierce during the 1910 and 1920 Mexican Revolution. He was outspoken in his political views and was a vocal critic of U.S. administration, including Washington policy on immigration and the war on terror. Fuentes was also highly critical of Mexican politics, and in a recent interview with the BBC World Service, he called for a different approach to the war on drugs. He also described the three main candidates in the Mexican election as mediocre. He was constantly championing the younger people area.
Peña Nieto cast and the four less history schools. Esto Leia Rivera. Peña Nieto cast for less history schools. Institucional Revolutionary Party President candidate Enrique Peña Nieto expansionist proposal regarding the crisis of legislators in Chamber of Deputies and its Senate. And united annual Mexican Forest Science Conference in Guadalajara. Peña Nieto commented and named for efficient and strengthen public legislative majority. It changed and we enabled government was to remove advantage deputies and from legislative person and from Sai Lazarus. And before and third time included analysis and process I want to remove legislative to Senate in the so a statute a wide sample number of participants in a Senate. A free candidate noted Mexico I had competition in the past first year in order to regain momentum. Peña Nieto Production invested in science and technology, diversity, national market participation, promotion, and achievement in student infant and modernizing a country modern trade, modern catching and services. Peña Nieto also made committing a micro, small, and medium business, what it helps to raise the right commercial budget. A two conference answers in government for foreign traders is necessary to avoid unfair trade practices and encourage creative competition and market conditions and for entrepreneurship.
Hi, my name is Demian. It's a terrible news. For killed in Italy, earthquake. History buildings like the clock tower in finally Emily were renewed, and earthquake in northern Italy had killed at least 4 people and caused serious damage to buildings in several towns, officially sites. My name is Demian. It's a terrible news. For killed in Italy, earthquake. History buildings like the clock tower in finally Emily were renewed, and earthquake in northern Italy had killed at the last 4 people and caused serious damage to buildings in several towns, official sites. The 6.0 magnitude quake struck in middle of the night, about 35 km north of city of Bologna. The official site said 3 of the victims yet, when the buildings they were working in collapses. The BBC Alan Joseph reports.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and